Why do you want my wing?
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike 58 right there. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a long. Loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now it's Wilson. It's caught, block it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know and worked hard to make it happen.
Penny, a first down carry, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
For mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Cowboys' 8.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And it worked his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. Watch him. Go to 54. Go to 54.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Switch. We're going to 54.
Prescott to throw it. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Then we're going to 53.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. Looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
You ain't got nothing. Then we're going to 53. Mike 5-5. Mike 5-5. Come on. You better bring it. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
All day, baby. All day.
Third and long for Prescott. Letting one fly deep, and this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 43 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson trying for the tight end. Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. We become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at the 24, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
3 bucks.
Now Rashad Penny, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. 3rd down here. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies. and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And an alley to run. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go, 47. Stop here, King. Mike 5-5. Me and you all day. I'm coming.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now Zach.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
I got you. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Prescott from the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's asking. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of direction, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
4. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Again, it's Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, it's Elliott, and he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Kill.
Fourth down, Prescott. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line. Here we go, 47. Mike's 54. Rip right. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, kill. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. It's our field. Hey, it's our round.
And the blitz does come. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. Prescott now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
We got 3. We got 47.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
58 to Mike.
Now Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Penny. get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Going on the ground with Homer. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Seahawks.
So from line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They keep it with Penny on first down. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll run this with Homer and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. From the gun, a give to Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A first down throw for Prescott. And this will be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Dancing to his left and nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back. Check.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They begin with a run by Penny. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
I'll go special. Switch.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And the pressure gets to him again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Gun.
Mike 55.
First down, Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Prescott now. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 83 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it again with Penny. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Hey.
Throwing now is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Prescott getting this into the hands of Turner. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 55, Mike 55. We're going 47. Mike 55, Mike 55. You remember over. Let's go, baby.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Stop your whining. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the flag, watch the flag.
One last shot now for Prescott. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I step like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might really pay their bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank you all for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails.